What characteristics or actions do successful people have in common? In this video, I'm going to talk about 4 different things that I've personally noticed successful people have in common, and most of the time, they don't even realize they're doing it. Now, throughout my life, I've had the opportunity to spend some time with people who were considered wealthy. They were millionaires, multimillionaires. And just by spending time with them, I noticed certain things about them. And as an adult, spending time also, in the corporate world with people who have a lot of money, I've noticed certain things that they do as well. And I'm going to share that with you. And I'm not talking about the billionaires or the multi-billionaires of the world who have their own personal assistants and chefs and drivers, the moguls, Zuckerberg, Musk, Gates. I'm talking about people who still need to work for a living, but they're very successful in everything they do. They're the leaders. They're the bosses. Whether they're in construction, in the trades, or they're in the corporate sector, banking, real estate, it doesn't matter. They're always at the top of their game, especially if there's some sort of hierarchy that they have to compete with. There's thousands of videos out there that talk about the things that successful people seem to have in common. They're goal-oriented. They get up early. They're very up-to-date with current events. They invest in stocks. They invest in the markets. Okay, that's great. We know that. I'm talking about actions that we can see, that everybody else can observe. Again, while in the mall, while on the commute, whenever. And I'm not saying if you do these things, you're going to be successful. If you don't do them, you won't be successful. Again, these are just things that I've noticed from those who are successful. Number 1. When they get to an escalator, they still walk. They don't just walk to the escalator, hop on, and then stand there while they get taken to the top and then continue walking from there like it's a ride. No, they walk to the escalator, they continue walking while on the escalator, usually at the same pace, and then they just keep going from there. Number 2, they're very decisive when ordering something small like a coffee from a cafe or coffee shop. They go up, they want a coffee, black, 2 milk, whatever it is. They make the order, they pay, and they get out. They don't walk up and they're standing at the sign, and they didn't even start looking at the sign until it was their turn. No, they make an order and they go. It's quick. And this is the same thing for Subway sandwiches, by the way, okay? Nothing drives me more crazy. I don't know how people live like this, but they go to Subway for lunch and they want to order a foot-long sub. They wait till they watch other people getting their orders, and then when it's their time, hey, could I get a foot-long sub on you're just standing there for 2 minutes and you don't even know what you want to order, let's say they get white bread. They start picking out all the condiments. They start picking out what they wanted. I'll have cheese on that, lettuce, tomatoes, please. And they watch the server put the cheese on. They watch the server put the lettuce on. And then from there, after they're putting it on, then they order the next thing. So I'll have some cheese, please. They watch put the cheese on. And then maybe I'll get some, I'll get some olives, please. And they put the olives on. They watch them put the olives on. What a rant this is turning out to be. I had no plans on going here. I must have some hidden issues. Anyways, it drives me nuts. They're very decisive. That was number 2. Number 3, they never get caught up with office gossip. They have no intentions, no plans of getting involved in any type of drama at work whatsoever. They actually don't even give a damn. They're there to do the work, to focus on next steps, how to better themselves, whatever the case is. They're not standing outside gossiping with everybody else. They have no intention on that. Number 4, they walk with purpose. They don't just drag their feet, half the time staring at their phone, not knowing where they're going, bumping into people. No, they walk with purpose. They're steady, even if they're not in a rush, even if they're not in a meeting, they just walk with purpose, as it should be. Again, these are just things that you'll notice in public, not necessarily their personal lives. So thanks for listening to my rant again. If you enjoyed this content, please consider subscribing. Besides that, it's nice outside, but it's still wintertime. So be careful out there, be safe, look after one another, and perhaps we will see you again.